Why I can't open this side? That's where the money and weed at. I bet you. I can't even sit down in the chair. Whoever sits there think they better than me. Wait a minute. That ain't no fuse. That's the autopsy of Jane. Ah! Who is that at the door?
Office of the Medical Examiner, Beatsville. Dr. Jack Hampton is speaking. How can I help you?
Good evening, this is Kate Brooks. I'm not sure if you remember me. A few weeks ago, we talked about an article I'm working on. It's about your wife. I dropped by last Friday just...
It wouldn't open, Cammy.
At the time. I asked the security guard to pass on
Gotcha.
the note for me.
Okay.
I would like us to discuss the topic of...
I thought I had made it painful.
I'm gonna try and play it tomorrow.
Last time. No, please don't call me again and stop inquiring about my wife. Damn journalists. They don't let me work.
Yo.
God damn it.
It sounds like your wife was out here doing bald head hoe shit.
I'm a lecture for my students now. I'm feeling completely broken.
Yes, it is a hard game.
Where did I leave my meds this time?
Hold on, let me check my... I'm gonna try and see what's going on with Karma so I can play it tomorrow, okay? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, we gotta be nosy. Is this my desk? Hi, this is Kate Brooks, a reporter for the New Orleans Weekly. Unless you can tell me where Juvenile and them at, I don't give a damn. I gotta read the whole thing. Ain't that a bitch? Couldn't find you at home, so I'm starting to suspect you are avoiding me, Mr. Handman. Anyway, as you know, we like to write an article commemorating your wife's achievements. We would be delighted to talk to you about it. Along with this note, I'm also leaving my business card. Let me call you this evening. I hope you find home. I hope to find you at home or at the office. If you come to my house unannounced, it's gonna be some slow singing and flower bringing, lady.
They definitely pay me too little for this.
How much you get paid for this? Cause I'm looking for a job.
They definitely pay me too little for this.
Ew, you smoke
Stephen
cigarettes?
Didn't clean up after himself again.
You don't have no adult cigarettes? Like, come on.
Awful. It would be good to finally repair the coffee machine.
How old is that cough?
Wednesday. It's not my favorite day, although it's certainly better than Monday.
Well, I never. Who is this? Is that your wife?
I guess it was in another life.
These are the times we all wish for. The moment when let's be so. I feel like that's playing in the background while she was taking this picture. Phenom, put the picture down and stop playing around. I'm stalling because I'm scared. Can I climb out this window? We closing it! Open it! Just in case I gotta jump out this mud. Check the bathroom for my pills. Am I crazy too? Is this the autopsy of Jane Doe? Where's the commode? Out of order? How am I gonna drain the weasel?
But the word is, the lab will be open tomorrow.
Oh, that's the lab. Let me see if this door is open. It opens. Probably not to where I want to go, which is home. I'm looking for the bathroom. I swear before the Dark Lord, if this is this the bathroom?
Let's hope I'm not caught short this evening.
And we short staff? I'm going home. I said I'm going home. I'm finna climb out the window then. Ain't no bathroom in here. Just a Layers of Fear art room. They tricked me. This is the bathroom? Huggy Wuggy is in here. Oh my God. Why is my pills in here? Shouldn't they be in my office?
Time to pull myself together.
You taking 2 Tylenols? I hope you got a headache.
Get back to work.
Get back to work? Why? I want to hide out in the bathroom and get on Facebook.
I need to set up the camera first.
Or watch Sad play Call of Duty for a little bit. Don't look at me like y'all don't be doing that. Y'all be like, Phenom, I'm at work, so I can't talk. You in the bathroom, ain't you? I ain't gonna tell nobody. Just stay still, don't move. Them anxiety pills. Well, I guess we need those stars. I'm nosy. I like to explore because... Wait a minute. Take the camera from the storage room. Read the directions, Phenom. This ain't the storage room. We gotta go in the Layers of Fear house. It ain't even no need them painting in this place. Like, for what? And why do we need this big ASS camera?
Now remember, Jack, don't forget, hit the record button this time.
Place it on the tripod in the dissecting room. Where's the dissecting room? In here?
But it's going to hold up.
This is giving me the Autopsy of Jane Doe vibe.
I just have to get everything in frame. This should be fine. November 20th, 1991. Time, 8:43 p.m. Recording for medical students from the University of Missouri. This autopsy is conducted by Jack Hanman. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the autopsy room. Today, you will have the dubious pleasure of following a full autopsy, step by step. For those of you who have already performed your first autopsy, this will refresh your basic knowledge. In turn, for those whose knowledge is only theoretical, I advise not to watch this after a meal.
Okay, disinfection. So, we have to wash our hands, okay? We need an apron, we need a mask, we need goggles, gloves, and hand sanitizer. Step 2, which is the fun part. What is this? Tool wheel at hand, autopsy table, right side, and these are all of our tools. Step 3, take photos and do the checkoff list on the clipboard. Step 4, microscope, x-ray, probes. What?
Let's start.
Tell students what is important in this profession. I say your PPE. And if you don't know what PPE is, it's protective, important things from the hospital.
Wear apron, mask, and gloves. Goggles are a must when the job is splashy. And in case of sharp accidents, it's worth having disinfectants at hand.
I told
y'all.
y'all.
It's true that you won't get ptomaine poisoning straight away, but if your liver or kidney aren't doing well, you may end up with diarrhea.
Okay, so...
Now, onto the police folder. That will contain all sorts of pertinent information as to who the deceased might be and what potentially happened to them. So, let's take a closer look, shall we?
Why that look like a cutting board that you use to cut up vegetables? His name is Toby Chambers. I'm screaming. That sounds like a damn serial killer. Do we have to go in the office? Because I don't see no folder in here. I really did not... Oh, here it is. I was like, I'm not walking all the way back there by myself. Police evidence file.
The deceased was found on the outskirts of a parking lot at a gas station, where he often begged and persistently offered drivers to wash their car windows.
Change page.
The body was noticed by a station employee during the morning shift. Initially, he thought that someone had thrown some boots and a coat in a nearby ditch. It took him a moment to recognize the pile of clothes as the body of a man. He worked most of his life at the local port dealing with unloaded cargo. He was fired for being drunk and starting fights. His son runs a hardware store on his own. His wife left him years ago. They both had no contact with the deceased.
Did Michael Myers steal his jumpsuit too?
Signs of libation were found around the body. Empty bottles, traces of an inept attempt to start a fire, and a scattered makeshift blanket.
Oh, so he had a party. Okay, man.
The deceased's name is Tobias Chambers.
$50!
Known as Old Toby. Homeless and unemployed for at least a couple of years.
Wait a minute. $50 for food? Did they serve steak in there? Like,
That's it.
What the I said exit.
It's worth remembering the context around the scene of a death. This allows you to better interpret any traces found on the body. I shouldn't start the procedure without gloves.
Find some protective gloves to wear.
Now it's our turn to take some pictures for our files. If I can just remember where I left the camera.
We gotta take them gloves off because we walking outside. This is so unsanitary. Now it's gonna be clicker bugs all over this dead man's face and in his beard because we not, and we didn't even wash our hands. Up camera from drawer. Let them having a Jack Daniels bottle in there. They be getting lit up here in the nighttime. Like, what? So the camera is not in these drawers, I'm assuming? That's the desk. Hello? I had no business being over here. Phenom, you so nosy. I know, shut up, snitches. Why I can't open this side? That's where the money and weed at. I bet you. I can't even sit down in the chair. Whoever sits there think they better than me. Wait a minute. Oh my God, I can't even open these drawers. Oh my God, I can't even open this side. Did y'all see a camera in here? Didn't see shit. Phenom, maybe it's because you don't have your glasses on. I don't know where they are, okay? Can we take this Jack Daniels bottle? Like, why they keep showing it to us if we can't have it? Why do we even have that in here? See, there it is again. Oh my God. I just want to open up this side because I feel like they got weed in there. We supposed to be looking for the camera. Focus. Focus. It puts the lotion on the skin or else it gets the hose again. This camera has got to be, wait a minute. I need to find a camera, please. Oh, hey. Is there any desk drawers in here? I swear, are you kidding me?
Aha, there you are. I knew it was here somewhere.
All this time y'all let me sit up there and stress myself out when y'all knew the camera was over here the whole time. It didn't, y'all. And y'all just said F you to me. Y'all just said F you to me. Got it. Give me this camera. No, open the drawer and give me the camera, stupid. Okay.
As I mentioned at the beginning, before we begin the internal examination, we need to document the cadaver and the condition it arrived in. We begin with a full body photo. Try and stick to the top-down rule, but this is not always possible. Let's keep in mind it's all about the legibility, not the perfect frame.
I don't want to take a picture of his twig and berries because it makes me feel uncomfortable. This game is too realistic for me. They put wicked whims from Sims in here.
Voila. Now we move on to the next step, looking for traces. Take your time. Look at the corpse from different sides. From different angles, up close, and from a distance. You're looking for anything out of the ordinary.
Okie doly. From a distance. Can we put the camera back, please? Can we just put the camera back? Because I don't want to take any more pictures. Because I feel like the CIA or somebody is going to come after me. I don't want to take any more pictures. How to put it back? Put it back. Put the camera back, please. Put it back. We gotta take more pictures. Find marks on the body to photograph. God is watching us. God is watching us from a distance. Hold on. It won't let me take a picture now. Did we put the camera back? Phenom, you said you wanted to put the camera back. God, I didn't want to take a picture of his twig and berry. Yeah. Okay, there go one. Take the picture, stupidity. There's one. Okay. And I feel like this is, oh no, that's decomposition, I think. That's not anything that's related to the deceased.
And the feet and signs of frostbite, probably because the subject's shoes were too small.
Oh no. Look at me speaking like a real ME. That is short for medical examiner because I am an autopsy person. Okay. Let's do that.
Hardened hands, worn out by physical work, and frostbite.
Look at me, y'all, having a job. Okay, let's take a picture here.
That's something interesting. It will be necessary to check whether this injury was severe enough to cause damage to the brain.
Okay, let's go on this side because I think there's one more photo that we have to take over here because we have to make sure we have all of this evidence ready for homicide.
Poorly healed wound. Looks old. I'll take a closer look later.
It looks about 3 days old. Pre-post-mortem.
In a moment, we will check which of our initial observations will be worthy of further consideration. But before we get to that, I need to write down some basic data.
So where can I gotta put this over here. Okay, pin photos to the board. Boom, 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 boom. Doom, 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 doom. Yes, we get to cut them open now. Doom, 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 doom,
Personal
doom,
information,
doom, doom. Is that so?
Okay, as you can see, I note everything down on previously prepared forms. Every pathologist must keep a detailed record of every step of the autopsy.
All
This
facts,
not
no
only allows
printer.
you to track the procedure, but also collates the results together, upon which you may back up your conclusions. So, enough of the boring prep. Let's begin by taking a closer look at the spots I photographed earlier. For this, you're going to need a magnifying glass.
Oh my God.
Which spot first?
Just one.
Here we can see frostbite on the fingertips. We can tell by the characteristic skin color.
Okay.
It looks like a burn mark. No doubt painful, but it's not pertinent for this case.
Alrighty. Okay.
I can confirm the presence of ecchymosis on the deceased man's head. The appearance indicates the intravital nature of the wound.
Yup.
Add alcohol, which I can clearly smell. And this was an accident just waiting to happen.
And now let's look at his feet. Ooh.
Definitely a painful mix of frostbite, abrasions, and blisters. Old Toby had been wearing shoes too small for him for a very long time. That's if he wore any
That
at
is
all.
so sad.
So far, there are a lot of superficial wounds, but only one serious injury to the head. Let's go back to our notes.
Okay, highlight the previously found wounds on the clipboard mannequin, 4 spots. Okay. So we gotta do... Nope, I don't need that. Okay. Ooh, let's go over here. Where is my clipboard? Because I am a professional medical examiner. I got my white coat, so you better respect my authority. No, that's not the clipboard, stupid. Here it is. Personal protection equipment. See, I was close. Gotta put on your PPE, guys. That's important. Where's my clipboard? And who was in here touching my stuff? Little wiseacre. See, this is why I like to work by myself, and I don't like working with that person at work on Tuesdays, because she probably was in here touching my thing. You wait till I see her in the morning. I'm gonna be waiting for her at shift change. Where is the clipboard? Is it in my pocket? Oh my God.
First, I mark the location of the entries and make notes for each one. So,
Okay, so
the
here.
head wound. Definitely an important clue. This is something we'll investigate first. Even though
Yes.
this type of wound didn't contribute to the deceased's death, we're still required to record it. We're not in frost season yet, but high humidity, wind, and the inability to warm up can also be causes of frostbite.
Look at me writing down my medical examiner notes.
If Toby's body was cold for a prolonged period, the frostbite could have resulted from the body's defense reaction. The safety of the internal organs is more important than fingers, nose, or ears. As you can see, we don't have much to go on. Let's write down what preliminary causes of death we can think of.
So highlight and consider each wound from the marks and wounds section. Okay. Okay.
Various types of accidents are a common cause of death among the homeless and the elderly.
Falling.
Perhaps Toby slipped and accidentally hit his head.
Is it ice outside? Probably. Need further investigations? Absolutely.
This is of no interest to us. Considering the conditions in which he slept, his body may have become hypothermic.
Mm-hmm.
The nights have been particularly nasty lately. We will check if there are any signs of freezing internally. Since the deceased clearly smelled of alcohol, I'll add alcohol poisoning to our list.
Yeah. Put down the clipboard. When do we get to cut him open? Like, I'm tired of
We
this.
still have one thing left from the basics.
Rigor mortis. Perform the rigor mortis examination.
Well, we take our deceased by the hand.
And lift it up. Okay. All right.
Gradually we raise it.
That's what we supposed to do. Wait, oh, maybe I raise it up too high. Oops. That's what we supposed to do, though, ain't it? That's what they do in the morgue. They don't drop it like that. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, I'm going over the line. Wait a minute. Ooh. Ooh.
Now let it go. As you can see, the hand falls loose. What's the conclusion? Death must have occurred more than 72 hours ago. The police information appears correct.
Okay.
Head trauma seems the most promising, so we'll start there. For this,
The skull saw.
operating saw.
I'm gonna get my tools out. I'm gonna get my tools out. I'm gonna get my tools out. Oh. Oh.
After which, we remove the skin and the top of the skull.
Brains. Begin a thorough brain analysis by examining the organ. Ooh, this is so fun.
After the basic examination, we can see that the brain's cerebral gyri in both hemispheres are symmetric. The brain looks good. Let's take a cross-section.
Oh, it's so jiggly. Okay. I wonder what that feels like. Oops.
Some pathologists prefer to examine organs without removing them. However, for me, it's much more convenient to examine them on a board, which we'll do now.
Dissect the brain at the cutting board. Ooh, this finna be fun. I'm gonna enjoy this. Okay.
My head. Oh, I can't think straight.
What the f wrong with you?
Where are my pills?
Oh my God, man. Do I have, hold on.
My head. Oh, pills.
Where are my pills? So we leaving out here again, being unsanitary, going in this filthy McNasty bathroom to go touch some Tylenol without gloves on. That makes sense. Can't he just put it in his pocket? Disgusting. And he's not washing his hand. Hold on. Dissect the brain at the cutting board. Okay.
Holding a long, narrow blade knife in the dominant hand, we slowly cut the cranial nerves on both sides, all the time pulling the brain towards us.
Smooth like butter. Okay, is we gonna do this or no? Okay. Ooh.
So far, so good. The hematoma seems to have had no effect
On the brain. Return to the autopsy. Okay.
We can rule the fatal accident out as well.
Okay. The cerebral gyro. Okay. What do we do now? That's it? Exclude fall. Oh, okay.
Brain is in good condition, so we have no choice but to proceed to the internal examination of the other organs.
We get to go inside the body now? Lit. Hold on.
I grab a scalpel from my kit.
I grab a scalpel from
The
my
incision
kit.
should be in the shape of a letter Y.
No, I gotta turn it. Hold on. No. I'm not leaving. Select the scalpel and begin cutting. Hello? Scalpel stat.
All right. Now we peel back and separate the skin.
Okay. With an empty hand, peel back the skin flaps. Okay. So put that back. Put it back. Oh my God, this is marvelous.
Now, we need to remove the ribs. We'll need the loppers for this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Because we gotta cut them.
Quite a satisfying crunch, for some anyway. After removing the cartilage tissue, we instantly notice two things. Firstly, there is no congestion of the internal organs.
Nope.
This means that although the deceased was hypothermic, it didn't kill him. Secondly, the deceased smoked like a chimney. So, we should take a closer look at those lungs.
Okay, begin a thorough lung analysis. I don't need this. Do I? Because we don't need to. Okay. That's
You can see
one lung.
widespread black and tarry deposits caused by smoking. Despite the tragic condition of the lungs, they are not the cause of death. Alice smoked too. It didn't kill her, but... what was I talking about?
What is wrong with him?
Advanced inflammation.
What is wrong with him? You listen, you better get yourself together because you knew that you had to work the late shift. So get your little Robitussin Tylenol pills and get yourself together. Lungs with advanced inflammation not related to the death of the deceased. So, if no, we can't rule that out because okay.
What now? The syringe. Now's a good time to collect some samples.
We doing a toxicology report. Okay.
Specifically 3. From the eye, the heart, and the bladder. I'm interested to see the concentration of alcohol in the body. Vitreous humor analysis is very useful in indicating long-term alcohol abuse.
Okay. And then oh fudge, sickles on a hot day. I did this one already. Okay. Then this one. I said this one, the heart.
5 milliliters from the left ventricle should do it.
And from the bladder.
Now from the bladder, we draw about 10 milliliters of
10
fluid.
mLs of fluid.
Now we take our samples to the centrifuge. But before I do that, I need to find my notebook. My dyscalculia means that I always double check the settings.
Retrieve the notebook from the office with necessary values to run the centrifuge. I'm sorry, sir. We'll be right back. Don't move. Please don't. Because then I'm going to shit myself. That's the bathroom. That's the bathroom. That's the bathroom. That's the bathroom. Is this my notebook?
This whole thing is covered in stains.
Yeah, because you got your gloves on outside. You little nasty. You're supposed to change these gloves going in and out of here and washing your
Let's get back
hands.
to the examination.
So disgusting.
We put all of the samples into the rotor.
The rotor. A 1, a 2, a 3.
Now, we set the appropriate time and speed.
Okay. I don't even remember how to use this. Who in here work in the lab and draw blood? I don't remember how to do this. This looked like an old ASS machine. Set the correct values on both dials and start mixing. Look at your notes, Phenom. Presence of alcohol in blood, time 15 minutes, speed 30. Okay. Wait a minute. 15 minutes, speed 70. Oh my God.
The fuses again.
That ain't no fuse. That's the autopsy of Jane. Ah! Who is that at the
Where
door?
were we? Oh, yes. The blood alcohol concentration.
I'm getting my pills and I'm going home. I feel sick. I think this game finna say F you to me, though.
Let's see what we've got here. Everything's separated as it should.
So this is
Our lab
plasma
closed until
and this
tomorrow
is
after the
blood.
last, incident. However, considering that Toby's favorite eau de parfum appears to be ethanol, I'm guessing the results won't surprise me at all.
And this machine spins it around so it separates it and takes out the blood.
Let's go further. We will now focus on the cardiovascular system, specifically the heart.
Yay! Can we take the heart out the body? Not to eat it, though.
We remove the organ and examine it closely. We look for dark hypoxic areas, clots, or other elements that stand out as abnormal. At first glance, the heart looks fine. The pulmonary trunk and aorta seem to be in good condition. There are no pathological changes that would have contributed to Toby's death.
Okay.
Now let's take a closer look at the stomach.
Because we get to see the stomach contents and see what he ate. And that also tells us how long he's been
Size
died.
normal, healthy, pink color. And as expected, the stomach has no major external damage. We must now cut it open and inspect inside.
Phenom, how you know this? Because I'm telling y'all, if y'all, let me tell y'all a secret real quick. My mama used to always tell me, if you want to know something, ask a question, right? It's better for you to ask than to look stupid. I used to work in the hospital. So guess what I was doing on my spare time? Sitting down there asking questions. I learned a lot working in there. Like, I learned a lot. And I was, them doctors and them nurses, I was all up in their business. Can I watch you put a PICC line in? What is that for? I'm asking and I'm looking.
We'll
So,
do it carefully so that its contents do not spill out.
yup, because we cannot do that. Because if we do, then we're going to lose all our stuff. Okay, so now we got to cut it.
We open the stomach along the greater curvature, from the heart to the pyloric end.
Your pyloric gland. Okay.
I already feel like there's something left inside.
Okay. I don't remember the lady cutting it zigzag like this. She just cut a straight line and opened that shit up. Let me find out she was doing shit she wasn't supposed to because she was trying to hurry up and get home to her kids. That's none of my business in my erratic bandit voice.
Okay, large amount of gas, small amounts of yellow, grayish food content.
It's
Like
meat.
Some kind of meat. Either our deceased hadn't eaten in days, or the bulk of his stomach had already found a way out.
Yup.
Looks like I'll have to find the missing contents.
Okay, return to the autopsy. So I think, are they going to go in his bladder next? Okay.
There are two ways here. One is obvious, and the other is... It couldn't have been suffocation.
So it's not.
I'll add this to the list and move on to the deceased's neck.
Okay, so asphyxiation is strangulation, or like they asphyxiation is another word for like they got strangled or their oxygen was cut off some kind of fucking way. Like shit. Where's artist when I need so this is your trachea. This is that throat.
At first glance, the trachea looks normal. Same result as with the stomach. The external inspection doesn't tell us anything.
No external damage, further inspection required. Okay. And this is, those little thingies connect to your lungs. Okay, so we put this back.
While cutting such a small organ as the trachea, we must make a precise incision.
Ooh, dissect the trachea on the metal tray. Yes. We get to cut some shit up. Okay, so.
To be able to cut with the very tip of the blade, we must hold the scalpel as we would a pen.
Mm-hmm.
And after careful examination and deduction, we've got it. A clogged trachea. It's time to summarize the whole thing.
Wow. So he died because he was choking on shit. Hold on.
Based on the report and preliminary documentation, it's safe to assume that the deceased passed out after consumption of alcohol and then fell asleep on his back.
Respiratory tract by vomiting.
Then the
Yup.
gastric contents refluxed and flooded the airways, causing death.
Asphyxiation.
That's why we don't forget about the recovery position at dorm parties.
Homicide. This is accidental.
Now it's all clear. The death was suffocation. Now, signature. The mystery is solved. But for us, this is not the end. First, the dead body needs to be cleaned up.
Ain't that how doctors sign their name?
For this, we will need to close the body and grab the needle.
We get to sew him back up.
Roll the skin flaps.
We get to sew him back up. We get to sew him back up.
And then we sew the deceased back up. Ball stitch technique. This stitching method is very strong and quick to do.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful.
Wait, ain't we supposed to sew this part? Leave the body, but I'm not finished.
Now we say goodbye to the deceased and put them safe.
Okay, place the body in the fridge and close it up. Okay. Get your ass in there.
God, I'm tired.
Okay.
I'll drop these samples off at the lab on the way to the bar.
On the way to the bar? That's why your head is all messed up, Ned the wino. This is a really good game. I like this. We're going to finish this up. I like this job as a medical examiner. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like that there is no other job that I need except for this. We got to play with brains. We got to play with livers. We did a toxicology report, called people a bunch of habituants. You know, I think this is great. So, this game is Autopsy Simulator. It is available on Steam. I have not tried it on controller, but it is on mouse and keyboard. And it's not too much. Like, if you're not a mouse and keyboard person, don't worry about it. It's not too much on mouse and keyboard. All you have to worry about is moving your mouse, WASD, click here, click there. I promise it's fun. I hope that you get to play this game and open up a couple of chest cavities yourself. Like I said, like and subscribe, share this video, tell everybody that I just got my white coat and I am now a medical examiner. You're welcome. And if you happen to lay up on my table, I promise I'll play in your brains and stuff too. Bye.